Hey, you guys, welcome back to Bible Study Studio. Welcome back to the studio. It seems as if I don't have the mic plugged in. Let's plug in the mic. Let's plug it in. Hold on a second. There. So the mic is now plugged in. And welcome back to Bible Study Studio. Today we end our first week in our study of the book of Revelation. Now, we've been studying for a little while, but we did a deep dive into the Apostle John, which is very important because he wrote the book of Revelation. And this is a verse by verse, mostly daily study of the book of Revelation. And when I say daily that means that we are engaging in the word every day. And so every day on the weekends, I will put in the community tab, I will put our readings in there. So to remind us, to prompt us to read our passage for the day. So today's day 8. I know there may not be 8 of those graphics in the community portion of this channel, but they are forthcoming, and tomorrow I will begin in verse 9 because I'm very, very excited about the second week of our study. The second week of our study is going to be grand. This week we are focusing on 8 keywords, and you will find a graphic for each one of these keywords in the community section of this channel. So be sure and look there. There's one already out there for the keyword revelation. Or that one was out there before, and now the others are out there as well. So, today we have the final 4 words for the week. And the keywords for the week are revelation, angel, blessed, throne, prophecy, faithful, clouds, and dominion. Yesterday we camped out on the keyword blessed. Today we're camping out on the keyword prophecy. We're camping out on the keyword prophecy, and then the rest of the keywords are under the community tab. And then tomorrow I will put verse 9 of chapter 1, I'll put a graphic for that tomorrow and Sunday. Although you will not have a video from me tomorrow, nor on Sunday, I will be back with us on Monday. So, prophecy. First of all, let's do just a little bit of a review. The book of Revelation is an apocalyptic book of the Bible. The genre is apocalyptic. Now, there are some other apocalyptic type books or portions of the word in the Holy Word of God, such as in the book of Daniel. Now, there's a portion of the book of Daniel and a portion of the book of Ezekiel that they are very seriously apocalyptic. And we do not have, it's difficult to come to a unified consensus of what those particular books are saying and what they entail. So that's just a little bit about apocalyptic. That means that I have found it in this Bible dictionary. One of the tools that we need in our study library is the Bible dictionary. Now this one is old. It's old. But guess what? Most of the words that we're studying are old, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Get yourself a good used old one. That's what this one is. I used to have a brand new one, but I no longer have it. So I replaced that brand new one with this one, and it does just as well. It does just as well, maybe even better. So here we have where our Bible dictionary tells us about the keyword about the word apocalyptic literature. Here it is right here. So, and I went to this prior to this video so we would have an understanding. I want us to learn and understand, but I want us to do it rightly. And I don't want you guys to think that everything I'm saying is coming from me, because it's not. It's not. It's coming from years of Bible study, 14 years to be exact, years of Bible study, years of people pouring into me continuously and constantly, where I have the confidence to come to you in this fashion. So, apocalyptic means revelation or unveiling. Revelation or unveiling of the secret purposes of God. The secret purposes of God. So that's what apocalyptic means. And we know in those portions of the text of Daniel and Ezekiel, those are most definitely secret purposes of God are most definitely in those. And one day we will come to a consensus on that. Now, like I said, we're going to camp out on the keyword prophecy. On the keyword prophecy. And I have looked that up in my Vines. It's got a little shine on it. Let's take the cover off so you can see it better. The Vines Expository Dictionary of Biblical Words. Now, this particular dictionary includes the words from the Old Testament and the New Testament. There are some expository dictionaries out there, Bible words, that just include the New Testament and or the Old Testament. But this one is a complete expository dictionary of the Old and New Testament in one volume. So we will look at the keyword prophecy in this book. So we've come upon the keyword prophecy. You can see it there. I have it underlined. And I would have highlighted it, but I couldn't find my highlighters. I think my grandson got into my highlighters, and I know not where they are. So the keyword prophecy, what it says, what Vine says about it is this: signifies the speaking forth of the mind and counsel of God, either of exercise of the gift or that which is prophesied. Though much of Old Testament prophecy was purely predictive meaning predicting, and which it tells us Bible verses also in there. Prophecy is not necessarily nor even primarily foretelling. It is the declaration of that which cannot be known by natural means. It is the foretelling of the will of God, whether with reference to the past, the present, and or the future. It is the foretelling of the will of God. So, if there are some of us that happen to think we are prophetic, we can be prophetic in practice and not be a prophet. We can be prophetic in practice and not be a prophet per se. So being prophetic in practice is putting forth what we know as the known will of God, because he had some 40 authors write it down over a 1,500-year period of time. So it is the practice of the foretelling, of telling. It's the practice of telling, of declaring the will of God from the Word of God. We know His will. We know His way. We know His wonder. We know His worship. We know His work. We know these things because We have it right here in his word. The question is whether or not we have the audacity to read his word, to find out his will, his way, his wonder, his worship, his work. That's the question. That is the question. He has taken great liberty in providing for us all of the above, all of the W list above: the wonder, the will, the word, the worship, the wisdom. I left out wisdom. This is who he is. He is not a secretive Lord. So those who prophesy in fashion, in practice, need not think that they are a prophet of old, because the prophets are old. The canon is close. The canon is close. The prophets of old are in absolute wonder, and in no way, shape, form, or fashion are we to equate those with someone who calls himself a prophet today. We're not to do that. We're not to do that. These men were special and specially anointed for this particular task in their particular time. And we are to study them. And we are to study what they wrote. So, prophecy. And I have shared with you what Vine's Expository Dictionary has to say in regards to the keyword prophecy. So, I would highly recommend that you get yourself one of these expository dictionaries, because there may come a time, who knows. Here recently, I lost my internet, and I actually had to use my Strong's Concordance on a regular basis. That wasn't part of my plan. I was planning on going to Blue Letter Bible every day. But the Lord had me in a fashion in which I simply went to my Strong's Concordance, and I was thankful. I was thankful to have that. So that's all I have for this week. The first portion of the book of Revelation is mainly introductory matter, and the next portions get into the meat, introduction, and greeting, and the next portions get into the meat of the book. I look forward to seeing you on Monday, and no, I will be dropping those graphics in the community tab on a daily basis. I hope and pray you have a blessed weekend. And for some, it's a long weekend. For those of you that it's a long weekend, I hope and pray you have a blessed long weekend in the Lord. This is Sonia signing out. Thank you.